few days ago, I had the vision that I'm explaining to my workplace that my AirPods were stolen or lost. And I was like, no, I can't say lost, I'll say stolen. They weren't, they were with me. And I was like, why am I even thinking this? They're here, they're right here. I'm not gonna lose them. I've had them for 3 years. And I had this vision a few days ago. Today, I lose them. My question to you is, and I'm frustrated. I might find them, it's fine, whatever. Even if I lose them, it's fine, whatever. I don't care. I'll buy new ones, I guess. I don't know. My question to you is, what the hell was I supposed to do with that information? So a few days ago when I had that vision, was I supposed to be extremely, supremely careful about it? Was I supposed to watch my actions? Was I supposed to not take them out of the house? What was the right course? Why am I asking you? Why was I given this information? Can I have some clarity? Was it just for fun that like I'll know that I'm spiritual or whatever? Because now I'm like, I could have done something. But the truth is, I wouldn't have done something. Because I'm not someone who's going to live ultra carefully just because I'm given that. Because I'm given so many visions per day. I can't live carefully because of all of them. I wasn't told of the way and that I would lose them and like when. So I guess it was just like a fun little thing. Maybe in the future I'll get more information. Maybe this is like the building of the skill or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm more frustrated that I was told and then I didn't do anything. But I wouldn't have done anything. But I'm frustrated that I was told and I didn't know what to do with it. So yeah, if there's something that I was supposed to do with it or that I'm supposed to do with any new next visions that you give me, please make it so clear that it's like foolproof. That a fool like me could know. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to talk about. My biggest pet peeve is when people shush me, okay? Because I've never shushed anyone. Because you have to have some level of respect for another person. The reason people shush me is, of course, there's probably other reasons they're annoyed with me or like my voice is too high and sometimes I speak too loud or whatever, or they're personally annoyed. All of those aside, the main reason that people shush me is because they feel a level of familiarity with me that they don't with other people. These same people will not shush other people in front of my eyes, even if that other person is being as loud as I was. They won't because they don't feel that level of familiarity with that person. They feel it with me because there's less barriers. And that's because that's very intentional on my part. I don't want barriers between me and someone else. And so people take certain liberties with me, which can present as like they're patronizing me. The reason they're patronizing me is because they're seeing, not really seeing consciously, but I think on some subconscious level, they're seeing the lack of barriers and defenses, and they're like, oh, their subconscious mind is finding the pattern, and the pattern is that the only people and beings that they've seen the same pattern of zero barriers with is like young children and like innocent animals or something. And so they put me in that category. Again, I think it's like a very subconscious level. I don't think they're very conscious about it. They put me in that category, and then their brain sort of interprets that category as patronizing, and they speak to me in the same way. That being said, a huge upside to that is that people immediately love me. Or they immediately hate me, but they really do love me. And when they love me like you would love a little child. Zero barriers kind of thing. Like, they have like cuteness aggression. They're like, I want to see you all the time. But because of the patronizing sort of categorization, I'm in that category now. They will shush me. Even though I'm like 31, and I'm standing as an equal adult in that room. Okay? They would never shush another 31-year-old. Like, it's just so hilarious to think about. It used to, I think, offend me. It still offends me in that moment. It used to offend me more because I would take it personally. But I understand why it's happening because I'm putting the barriers down. It is a priority to me to put that barrier down. And the other thing I wanted to say, if we want to go deeper, which I realized today because I was shushed today, is okay. Is I was thinking, okay, if I'm putting the barriers down on my end and it's working both ways, where all the barriers are coming down, okay, other people also, let's say, have barriers, but like half of them are down on my end, and so it's almost like we're like more than halfway no barriers, because their barriers subconsciously, some of them will go down upon seeing mine defenseless kind of vibe. So we're like, let's say we're like 80% defenseless between us, no barriers. I think what's happening is, no, my question was, if that's true, how come I don't categorize all these other people into like this category of patronization? Okay? Why don't I patronize? Why don't I look at other people and shush them? Because I also feel a level of familiarity. First of all, number one, I don't feel a level of familiarity. Not in the same way. Do I? No, I do. It's not like I do, but I think it's in a different way. But the bigger realization is that the reason I wouldn't think to shush someone is because I see everyone as like I respect them. So, and also because when I'm putting my barriers down, it's very intentional. It's not a subconscious thing. So I'm like seeing everything consciously. When they're seeing everything subconsciously, it's a different outcome. And I think if they saw things consciously, they would never shush me, or they would respect me at the minimum as an equal. You know, you don't have to like me. They would respect me though. And I think the reason that I respect them is because I'm building a level of respect within myself. And so when we are barrierless and intentionally on my part, and I'm very consciously seeing everything, to me, I respect them at least as much as I respect myself. Because I'm building a level of self-respect within myself, the familiarity to me reminds me of a connection with myself. Does any of that make sense? Familiarity means like closeness, intimacy, okay? I didn't mean to say intimacy. I mean intimacy. And another way of saying that is like no separation. It's not zero separation on their end. I think they're again, it's nothing is conscious on their end, I'm pretty sure. But at some level, they're treating me as they would treat some inner part of themselves, okay? Because they're treating children and like innocent animals the same way they would treat some inner part of themselves that is also innocent. Because everything is a reflection. And so, when they shush me, I go, but I would never shush anyone, even in a defenseless state. Even if roles were reversed, why wouldn't I? Because I'm being so intentional about not shushing myself. And I think if they behaved even 1% like me in those scenarios where they shush me, they would absolutely not allow it, and they'd be like, shh, don't do that. To themselves, to that inner part of themselves. And all of this comes back to nothing in this world is about the other person. Okay? If I do something, it's always about me. it comes from me and it returns to me. It is in and out, all me. If someone's shushing me, it's not about me. Yes, what I did triggered that, but the thing is not about me. I mean, we knew this. This is not like rocket science. But I think I've like unlocked a different level of understanding around this specific like shushing thing, because it's like personal trigger for me. I mean, it happened today, and I was like, I mean, I guess I wasn't as triggered as I would be. I think like I definitely was not as angry. And then even now I'm not angry, because I think I reached a level of understanding. And I feel so excited every time I understand something in a different way. I feel, or like I see it in a different way. I'm so excited. Ugh. And every time I like connect two different learnings together, it's so good. It's just that feeling is incomparable to anything. Mhm. It just feels so good to not be triggered to that level. It feels so good to face like a personal huge trigger, like to see it happening in real time, and it didn't like touch me. It didn't like, I survived it. It's not even that. It's like in the past, it's like I'd be okay in the moment, but I'd know that it hurt me, and then I'd be upset for like so long after, and I'd be like, it's about me. And I'd be like, where are the people who will understand me? Where are the people who will not shush me? Where are the people who will want me to be who I am? Where can I be me, comfortable, whatever? And the answer is, I can be me anywhere, because even when they shush me, I can still be me. It's like I'm just annoying them, which is unfortunate. It's not like I'm intentionally doing that, but we're all annoying someone at some point. We can't really avoid it. And like really embodying that feeling of like we're all annoying someone makes me feel so much more at peace when someone else annoys me, because I'm like, we're all annoying someone. It can't be avoided. I thought I could like build up to a life where eventually I will not annoy anyone, or like the people around me, I will those people will be like the people I don't annoy, because they're like specifically picked. They're the ones who will remain around me, so they won't be annoyed. Even then, it's like people who love me can still be annoyed with me, and it's okay. It's like, oh, you know what it is? It's like I found safety in that feeling of being annoying and being annoyed. And it just feels so freeing. It feels so good. I cannot explain to you how big of a trigger that was for me, and I can't believe it just like flew past me today. And I was like, oh, it didn't even touch me, because it's not about me. Where for a moment I was like, oh, I should be quiet, and it, even that thought didn't like take it, didn't hold it, didn't stick anywhere. It also like blew past me. I didn't even go like yes or no to that question. That thought itself didn't land anywhere. There was nowhere for it. No one grabbed it in my mind, you know? It's not for me. It's irrelevant to me. I guess I'll just buy new AirPods. And there's definitely nothing I could have done in hindsight. I mean, I think it's really, I'm not, listen. I'm not being grateful that I was given that information. I think it's really cool. I guess like I'm frustrated. The feeling is like, am I supposed to do anything with that? Are you giving me information to do something, or are you giving me information to have a good time? Yeah, I think maybe just to relax and have a good time, and if something happens, I'm like, whoa, I knew this. It happens so often, I don't even know who to tell. Yeah, it's okay. I'll just buy new ones. Do you think my company will give me money? if I lost my AirPods. They're gonna be like, where were you? You weren't even coming to the office. I don't have any excuse. No, I don't know. Pray for me to get $300 so that I can buy AirPods. Please send prayers. Okay, love you. I always feel better talking to you.